Hi, I'm a homeschool mom and a 2S staff member. Let me tell you my story. So when we began homeschooling wasn't even on my radar. I didn't know much about homeschooling. Everyone I knew who was homeschooling when I was young, were considered the weird kids, right? And so I was like, I don't know how to teach. I'm not a teacher. But the school that our child was supposed to be registered for was actually marked as the worst school in the district. And it just grabbed my heart. How can I send my sweet innocent child to the school knowing that? So my husband said, well, what about homeschooling? And I was like, really not my first choice, but I'll look into it. Friends of ours, a pastor and his wife, have been homeschooling for years. And so I said, okay, I can do kindergarten, right? I can teach her to count to 3, tie your shoes, all that stuff that you do in kindergarten. 12 years later now, it was the biggest blessing that we've ever done was to homeschool. A few years back, my family went through a big traumatic experience, and it affected our 4 children all differently. The firstborn went through a big OCD stage where for grades 7 and 8, she would erase everything and rewrite her schoolwork and erase it. Looking through her pages, there's holes in her pages from where she erased so much. Our second child, he went through stages of raging, and we really had to take a step back and deal with that because it's not how we were raising him, but it was how it affected him. And our third child had to go to speech because he wouldn't talk. And we had stuttering issues. I can't imagine how it would be if we had sent them to school. Would they get that mother's love or that father's love to guide them through that time? So for us, homeschooling has been such a blessing because we were able to walk alongside of them and to hug them along the way and say, you know what, this is okay. We are going to get through this as a family. And sure enough, once they got past that time, and we're still healing from that, but they have been able to bounce back and catch up with their schoolwork and excel in the areas that they like to excel. So not everyone in our family has approved our homeschooling decision, and that was really hard to not have that support. But thankfully, my husband and I have always been, tag team teachers. We teach them along the way through the day. We allow them to fail as well, and that's really important, to let your children fail. They're not going to be perfect in everything. We're not perfect in everything. So that's okay. They fail, they grow, they learn new things. It's just part of this amazing process of homeschooling. So if you're considering homeschooling or, been on the fence about it, just do it. You are qualified to teach them. God gave these children to you for a reason, and you are more than qualified. I hope this has encouraged you, and thank you for listening to my story.